Identify and demonstrate knowledge of copyright in the Assure model. So the Assure model, according to Smaldino, says that it can be adapted to go with any lesson plan template and integrate technology and media to engage learners, which is great because different school districts use different templates. The A for analyze learner characteristics. So this would be where you would look at your student population and look and see what their needs are. So because the lesson begins with the audio and visual component of watching the YouTube video made by the librarian, it can be replayed as many times as needed for students that need it for review, and also closed captioning can be turned on. As far as the lesson, there are 3 components which allow for student self-correction, peer tutor, partner work, and the programs that they will utilize can be done with all the different devices that they have, whether it be an iPad, a Chromebook, a Tobii iGaze device, whatever they need, it can be done with. State standards and objectives. So from the National School Library Standards Crosswalk, we pulled up 1A2. The learner will be recalling prior and background knowledge as context for new meaning. And IB3, 1B3, the learner will be generating products to illustrate learning. So this will be after they have watched the video about copyright on YouTube, so they can recall that prior knowledge to be able to apply it to the activities. Selecting, modifying, or designing materials. So you'd use Nearpod or Google to create the activity to be posted on Seesaw for the students to sort. It'll be a sorting activity for the basic rules and then also scenarios. A Blooket game can be created that asks the students questions, true, false, multiple choice, yes or no. And Blooket can be set to help correct the students if they get it wrong and then reshuffle to let them try again. Reports from Blooket can be sent to the teacher. Utilizing materials, it's the 5P process that Smaldino references on page 41. Previewing and preparing will take the longest, simply because the information must be created in Blooket, Nearpod, or Google to be uploaded onto the Seesaw platform. Preparing the environment may look like placing specific students with peer tutors or deciding whether or not you wanted to use flexible seating, and then preparing the students by setting out the expectation and objectives before launching the learning experience. Requiring learner response, learners are engaged, so the activities of the Blooket game and the sorting rules and scenarios on Seesaw will hopefully continue to keep the students fully engaged while the teacher walks around to monitor. And then the last part, the evaluation, is a rubric made by the librarian. It can also be adapted by the teacher as needed, and it is also an attachment beyond this. The references page, including the National School Library Standards, the textbook, and then the template by Slide Carnival.